Welcome back to Main Title Design, American Soldier. This is frame 5. I start by creating a new composition and naming it frame 5. For this frame, I want to try pairing two images side by side and see how it works. So I'll scale down this image and position. And then I bring in this border image, scale down, and position. Next, I bring in the second image, scale it down as well, and position to the left. I then bring in a second border image and scale it down and position to the left. I'm using this border image to frame my shot, and what I'll do is mask out the part of the helicopter image that I do not want to see. Like so. Next, I want to try to utilize this image of code that I found in Creative Commons. And I would like to bring in some ink effects into this frame. I position the endpoint so that we see plenty of ink, and I set the code image to LumaMat the ink footage. I bring in a familiar texture, scale, and set the transfer mode to screen. The screen transfer mode isn't working, so I set it back to overlay. For this frame, I'm going to try a different color correction technique, which is a tritone effect applied to an adjustment layer. In my designs, I seem to typically be drawn towards the color blue, so I'll start with that. Already you can see that the tritone effect has helped blend everything together. This is an interesting texture. It has a somewhat metal feel to it. I set the transfer mode to lighten, and then turn the texture off and on to see how it's working with the image. I copy and paste the color correction layer, adjust the opacity, and turn the eyeball off and on to see the effect. I copy the frame 4 titles and paste them into frame 5. Reveal their layer source, duplicate, and option drag to replace. Again, I replace the title and names. The frame is feeling very crowded at this point, and the title is very difficult to read. I try mapping the white to different shades of color from the frame design. I then set the code image to a screen transfer mode. It minimizes the texture of the code while keeping it still in the design. And now the title is much easier to read. A few final tweaks of the position of the Navy SEALs. And this frame is ready to go.